on, community? This is Tommy, and welcome to yet another musical adventure. Now, if you watched the last video, that was my Record Store Day Drop 1 video where I reviewed all of the records that I picked up for Record Store Day, and I broke this down into two. This video, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, but every year, me and my friend Sean, hi Sean, we get together and we do what I call, for lack of a better word, a record crawl. We go to some different record store days, we hit as many as we can, and we go crazy buying records. Now, I'll say, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, and you may want to call this video a recent acquisitions video, if you will, because a lot of this, that's exactly what it is. I've not done one of these in a while, so for those of you that are used to adventures and that sort of thing, I'm sorry, this is just going to be me showing records, which again, if you've been watching my channel recently, I've not done a lot of these, so I'm happy to show you what I've got. Now, I will go ahead and say there's nothing in here that I don't think you're going to go, wow. There's a couple of killer ones that I managed to pick up that I was really stoked to get, but for the most part, just some standard stuff, and some of it you're going to go, wow, you didn't have that? What's wrong with you, Tommy? Well, this is your chance to say it. Comment down below. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I love it when you guys interact with me, comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, we're going to start with a few titles that my friend Sean brought me. It was some stuff he had some doubles of, some stuff I didn't have, and a couple of maybe upgrade copies for me. But anyway, I want to share it with you guys. So the first is Fandango by ZZ Top. No, I did not have that record. This is an original pressing. And like I said, I'm going to go through these pretty quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. The Fifth Dimension, Greatest Hits on Earth on the Bell label. Again, records he had a couple of, and I didn't have. One I'm really excited to get, a Rolling Stones, Get Your Yayas Out live album. Did not have this on vinyl. One I just never pick up. I see it out there, just don't have it. Good Vibrations, The Best of the Beach Boys. This is on the Reprise Brother Records label. Just don't have it. Sean had a couple, gave me one. Donovan. This is Donovan album. Is it Barajabal? I don't know. I know Donovan fans right now are cringing, going, Tommy is butchering that. Barababajal? I don't know. Comment down below. Tell me what it is. A record I didn't have. Another record, not familiar with at all. This is Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. Just a band I'm not really familiar with. Some of my prog fans and prog viewers are probably going, what? What do you mean? I Left My Heart in San Francisco by Tony Bennett. Yeah, it's on the Columbia 2i. Cool. The Psychedelic Furs. Really excited to get this one. This is the first album by them on the Columbia label. So, pretty cool. Excited to get that one. Burt Bacharach. This is just a self-titled Burt Bacharach. And I've got some Burt Bacharach. They're fun records to play. Cool artist. Colors of the Day. The Best of Judy Collins. Like I said, I'm going through these pretty quickly. Just showing you guys. These were records Sean brought me as sort of a gift. Hello, Petula Clark, Pet Clark. These are my songs. I think this is a second pressing. I don't think that's an original pressing. You know a band I don't have a lot of on vinyl, unfortunately? Blondie. This is Auto-American. And I do like this record, but don't have a lot of Blondie, and I like Blondie. This one I'm really excited about. This one, listen to me. This is the new pressing of Sign of the Times by Prince. And I did have an original copy of this album, but I feel like this is going to be an upgrade copy. Sean somehow managed to grab two of these. And so, Sign of the Times by Prince, really cool record. Now, we're going to start the record crawl segment of the video. Those are the records that Sean brought me. These are the records that I picked up this past week with Sean on the Record Store Day, Record Store Crawl. Sorry for saying Record Store Day. So, I wish Sean did videos. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He got some really great stuff as well, but I'm going to show you what I got. And again, I'm going through them pretty quickly because I don't want the video to last forever. This is The Choir. Really excited to get this. Diamonds and Rain. The Choir were a Christian rock band from the 80s. This is on the Myrrh label. This album's from 1986, produced by Charlie Peacock. Kind of a power pop kind of thing. Really, really good songs. Really strong songs. And so you just don't see a lot of these records in the wild, and I managed to find a copy of that. Really glad. Another artist that I'm really going to start seeking out a little more of And probably common. I just don't look for them. But Paul Williams, this is just an old-fashioned love song. Again, an album that I did not have. I don't have. On the A&M label. This has got the book with it and everything. So, pretty cool. Really nice, clean copy of Live Ryman, the Paul Simon in Concert live album. Just an album I didn't have, kind of filling out the collection, which that's what a lot of these are for me, just stuff where I'm filling out the collection. Stuff I didn't have or didn't have previously. Now, here comes the next little segment. You're going to see a theme going here. But I found these really clean and really glad to get. This is Initiation by Todd Rundgren. Congratulations, Todd, for going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. I found some really neat stuff. I've heard side 2 of this record is really a slog, but cool. Filling out the Todd collection. Nearly Human. This is an album from '89 from Todd. And I think I have this on CD. I'm not as familiar with this album as I probably should be. But anyway, Nearly Human by Todd Rundgren and Healing by Todd Rundgren. This is an album. This is a promo copy, as you can see. One of the selling points of this album for me, aside from it being just a nice clean copy on the Bearsville label, is that this one actually had the 7-inch. Yeah, this record initially came with a 7-inch, and this one had it with it. So I thought, what the heck? I didn't have it, now I do. And before we get totally tied out, this album, the self-titled Utopia album from the early 80s. Now, this is more of a power pop record. Sean saw this and he said, you know what, if I didn't have this album, then he was going to buy it for me because I needed it. I'm not familiar with this one, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. It's a 3-sided record. Funny enough, the second record, or second disc of this, has the same program on both sides, so 2 side 3s, which is kind of funny. But I believe this is from like 82, I believe is the year this came out. And so, excited to hear that. Now the last 2 I'm going to show you, this is the final 2 from the record crawl. These were probably my finds of the day, grails if you want to call them that. These were just great records to find and really stoked to get a copy of. But this is The Beat. Paul Collins, The Beat. Great, great power pop record. It's a record I actually had at one point, and it got destroyed. And I don't have many records that get destroyed. But I have this on CD. Love this album. It was really devastated to lose it. And so was stoked to find a good playable copy in good condition. The Beat by Paul Collins. A great power pop record. And finally, the last record and final record of the Record Store Crawl is Lee Hazelwood, Love and Other Crimes. Now, I do have the original pressing of this. I'm not the original pressing of this. This is the original pressing of this album on the Reprise label. I have the new pressing of this, probably a digital cut. So this is a really nice, clean copy. For those of you that watch my channel on a regular basis, you know that I have a rule. When I see Lee Hazelwood records in the wild, I buy Lee Hazelwood records in the wild. And so this was no exception, and was really, really happy to find this one on vinyl. So Lee Hazelwood's Love and Other Crimes was sort of my find of the day. Between the Lee Hazelwood and the Beat album, those were my 2 sort of grail finds for the day. So that was the Record Store Crawl of 2021. Like I said, no real just major big bang titles in there. And some of you are watching going, really? You know, Todd Rundgren records? Are you serious? But I like Todd Rundgren, so I was happy to get those to kind of fill out the collection. A lot of those were kind of filling out the collection anyway. Some stuff I probably normally kind of pass over, but I'll be honest, my record collection's really getting filled up enough to where I have a lot of titles in there that I'm at the point where I'm filling in the collection. So there it was, Record Store Crawl 2021 with my friend Sean. I want to thank him. I always love hanging out with him. We just nerd out, talk records, and it's a great time for me. And I hope it's a great time for him as well. Just love doing it. And can't wait to do it again. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Just one of the sucky things about last year is that we didn't get to do that. And so hopefully next year we can do it again. And I can share some more records with you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for giving the thumbs up. Ring the bell, get notified. We'll see you again soon. In the meantime, save the Texas Prairie Chicken.